Welcome to Xtra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter, very censored. So I went for a walk. And I saw something, and I was taken back just a little, but then I came to my senses and I realized that maybe, just maybe, it's my mind playing tricks on me. Maybe, just maybe, it's my mind playing tricks on me. Because I wasn't in my right frame of mind. I wasn't in my right frame of mind because I took a walk with a long sleeve shirt on in weather that probably wasn't meant for long sleeves shirt. Therefore, I was a little bit rattled. Therefore, I was a little bit shook. Therefore, I was out of my element. That would be the excuse. That would be my justification. That would be the reason being and the reasons I would present. Yeah, for the final answer. For the final answer. Because I was walking, minding my own business like walkers do, making sure that I was a upstanding, upright pedestrian, exercising the right of way because that was my right to way. I was doing what it do. Walking, definitely was not singing, definitely was not dancing, but did have my tunes on, had my tunes. I wasn't making my chest pop because that's for the G ride, or that is for places that doesn't involve using way too much energy, and walking uses way too much energy to throw singing and dancing and chest popping into the mix. Therefore, it's something that I try not to do. It's something that I try not to do. It's something I'm aware of. It's something that I'm going to have to get better at and work on and improve. Right now, currently, I'm not there, but I will eventually get there. Just not there yet. I can force it or make it a New Year's resolution or revolution, depending on who you are, when the time comes. But I don't think that's the route I'm gonna go. I don't think that is the route I am going to go. I'm just gonna let it rest, let it breathe. And as the days go by, as the months go by, I will revisit this. I will revisit it and see what is the best step, best way forward. And then I will determine the next phase and go from there. I was walking. I had a long sleeves shirt on. Definitely was not a t-shirt. The weather was probably not meant. No, the weather wasn't meant for a long sleeve shirt. But I like to live dangerously. I like to take a walk on the wild side. I like to take calculated risks. I like to be a risk taker. And that was definitely taking a risk. And I took the risk of wearing long sleeve shirt when it was not long sleeves shirt weather. But I was protecting my arms. I was protecting my arms and myself. Okay, on this walk, in the long sleeve shirt, that I wasn't singing, that I wasn't dancing, that I wasn't making my chest pop. I was focused. I was aware. I was making sure that my rights were the way. Making sure. I would happen to walk by somebody. Imagine that. But hold that. Because that's not the amazing part. That's not the awesome part. That's not the great part. That's not the most interesting part ever. It's just a little piece. It's just a little piece. I saw somebody and they made the same exact choice that I made. In fact, I would have thought that I was in front of a mirror, except I wasn't wearing that shirt and I didn't look like that person. Take those factors out of the equation, I would have probably looked like I was in front of a mirror. Why? Because the guy had the same shirt on that I own. It was the same shirt that I actually have in my closet, so I had to do a break my neck check. I had to do one of those. I haven't done or did one of those in many moons. I say many moons, some say in ages, others say decades, others say long time. I like many moons because many moons give you a visual and something to picture and see. It's not one moon, it's many moons. That's so far out. And I own that same exact shirt. I have that same shirt in my closet. I've had that shirt for a long time. So I broke my neck to do a check. And I haven't done that in ages. I wanted to say ages that time because I've already utilized the many moons. Ages just felt right. Ages just felt right. I just like how it just rolls on out. Ages. Haven't done that in ages. See? Ages. I haven't broke my neck making a check in ages. Some of you get it. Some of you don't. And if you don't, I'm sorry. It's not that hard. But you can ask a friend. You can do multiple guesses. Or you can just pretend to know and we can just keep going. We can pretend to know and just keep going. Non-verbal communicating peeps, I see you. I just wanted to acknowledge you for this brief moment. You are wanted, you are needed, and you definitely special. Regs, hey, you know. Noobs, go ahead. Your choice, your decision, your journey, your adventure. You pick, you choose. I'm just the narrator. I have this shirt. This shirt's definitely in my closet. I've had it for ages. And that's why I snap my neck trying to make sure that I see what I see. Is that my shirt? It's not my shirt, but it is my shirt. It's not my shirt, but I have that shirt. And then my mind just went to, wait a minute, that shirt is long sleeves too. Wait a minute. Is today the day that everybody just decided we're gonna all get together and we're gonna go for walks, but when we take walks, we're gonna wear and have long sleeve shirts. And these shirts will be familiar. These shirts will be shirts that you've seen before. These shirts will be shirts that you have come in contact with one form or another, one way or another. These shirts are well known. Was that the day? Was that the time? Did I somehow luck up and get the memo? Did I somehow luck up and get the memo? Did I somehow luck up and get the memo that we as a collective group, wearing a shirt or shirts that others that we come in their presence either will have, own, or know what that shirt is all about, or know what that shirt is, and I just somehow lucked up, and the universe was like, we ain't letting you fail today. We ain't letting you fail today. And the instincts and the gut feelings just made me, for whatever reason, wear this shirt, and everything just magically fell into place, and everything just worked out in the long run. Nah, I can't say that. And if that is the case, it just happened. It definitely wasn't something that I planned, and it definitely wasn't something that I thought out. And it just occurred. It just happened for whatever reason. So I almost did a triple take looking at the shirt. Because I was like, oh, wait a minute. No, that's not my shirt, but it is my shirt. And then the next thought that came into mind, or the next thoughts, because they were just bouncing around, singing, dancing, and definitely doing the virtual chest pop that's in the mind. It was also long sleeves. So that memo that went out, I somehow didn't get it, but I got it. It's a shirt of mine. It's the long sleeves. Wow. Then, who rocked it better? That was something that came to mind. And at that point, I was like, wait a minute. What you talking about? Wait a minute. We don't do that. Wait a minute. We don't do that. Where did this come from? Am I being set up for failure? Where did that thought come from? Why did you come around? We don't want you. Go away. Go far, far away. In fact, I'm pretty sure that thought came from somewhere else. So go back. Return to sender. How about you do the boomerang effect? You do something else. You go back in the same direction you came from. Because that was a fleeting thought. It's like, but who wore it better? Wait a minute. I don't care. Why don't care? I'm just happy. I'm just ecstatic. I'm just a little bit tearful or joyful that I didn't miss the memo. The awareness, the intuition, the gut feeling, and everything else that keeps me making the proper decisions, that keeps me out of trouble, and that so far has led me down the right path. They have been keeping me going down the right path. And this was just another example. Because I did not get a memo. I did not choose to wear a long shirt because the long shirt was required for the day. It just happened. What else just happens like that? In fact, there's a bunch of things that I can think of, but this was a see something, say something. I saw my shirt. I saw long sleeves. When I thought the decision to do that at the time had no thought whatsoever. It just somehow magically worked out and magically gave me something else to ponder, gave me something else to think about, gave me something else to wrap my brain around. Universe, thank you. Universe, thank you. Universe, thank you. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. And I'm going to continue the pedestrian right away. Like a pedestrian should, I should say. Anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out the website at extra.vdgsports.com. That is extra.VDGsports.com. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share, comment if you must as well. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, and basically everything in between. All things Vince. Even when I'm not there, I'm there. And I know you care. That wasn't supposed to rhyme. It just happened. It just happened. You know what time it is, and you know what to do. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Peace. Out, 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 out.